Sheets.
Girl, I'm about to have a panic attack. I did the work, it didn't work. That truth, it hurts. That damn, it hurts. That lovey-dovey shit was not a fan of it. I'm good with my friends. I don't want a man. I'm in my bed. I'm way too fine to be here alone. On the other hand, I know my worth. And now he calling me. Why do I feel like this? What's happened to me?
Oh, oh, oh. Somebody else when I don't like myself. Guess I better learn to like this. If I take my whole life just to go. Hey! Get your ass up! Don't figure it out to be loved, to be, and I'm ready. Hey, hey, hey. What you wanna do? You like that? Oh. Wake that ass up. Am I ready? To be loved. Yesterday I would have walked away. Come on, Lizzo. I don't know why. No why. I would have walked away, and I don't know how. I don't know why, but I'm ready. What's y'all? I am so fucking energized. I am out of my mind right now. What's going on, girl? This is a complete improv live stream, girl, brought to you by a Gift and a Curse podcast because she pulled an old nasty piece of content out of her at the last minute of our interview, girl. And I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood to kind of talk about this, and I'm gonna drop the link and let y'all come up here and sound off, girl. What is going on, girl? What is going on? Wake that ass up in the morning, in the words of the Breakfast Club chat, okay? Y'all already see what we're here to get into. This is not going to be a long live stream, okay? I will be dropping the link in case any of you guys want to sound off about the situation. You guys know that, well, I'll save that for the intro. Make sure you thumbs up this video. I know y'all tired, y'all sleepy, y'all wasn't expecting to have to roll your ass over, honey, but I still need you to slide that little nasty piece of finger up to the thumbs up button, girl, okay? We try to get these likes up to 1K or somewhere closest to 1K, okay? So please thumbs up the video. Thumb it up helps with YouTube's algorithm, and it triggers up the notification, girl. It triggers up these notification systems, child, so that they can alert all the other unsuspecting conscious crew members. Okay, Two-Face Gemini says, you are so gorgeous. Thank you. Now you know why they mad, girl. Okay, also, thumbs up the video. I already said thumbs up, girl. Okay, Subscribe if you are new here. Okay, shout out to the 43.3 and counting. Okay, we are on our way to 44, 45, 50, 60. You already know how this goes. Okay, if you get a laugh, you get stimulation, girl. You get inspiration. You get esotericness, girl. You get it all here. Make sure that you thumb your motherfucking ass. I know that's right, Santana. I'm wide open as well, child. Okay. Also, make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all, because you never know what day or hour the king shall be king. I see. This is why I tell y'all, you gotta keep your notifications on, child. Sometimes I just be randomly inspired to go live and shit at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks, child. You don't know when the Lord gonna give me that motherfucking a download for y'all, okay? So you gotta stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. I'm watching you while washing clothes. Shout out to you, YQ. Hey, boo. You did a great show. CTV, it was epic. Thank you so much. We're gonna get into that in the intro, okay? Also, make sure that you are sharing the link out to wherever it is you have digital community at, girl. Tumblr, OF, the dark side of Twitter, bitch. I don't give a damn. Put the link on the ops page. I don't give a damn, honey. Just let them whores know that we are loud, live, and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, you guys. We are back. So, I am wide open because me and Killer, you guys know, my beautiful moderator, A Gift and a Curse podcast. Make sure you guys support her, subscribe to her. I posted the link to our interview over on the community wall, as well as I know my patrons got it, because notifications are stellar on Patreon, okay? But all of my conscious crew members on YouTube, make sure you guys check out the interview, girl. I have never did a 3.5 hour interview. It was really fucking fun. I got my life. Killer is such a vibe. I really enjoyed myself, and it was a very free-flowing interview. She claims she didn't accomplish what she was trying to accomplish, okay? But that's what happens when you're just vibing, honey, okay? When you just doing what, when you're just in the moment and you're just allowing it to create itself, okay? Really, really enjoyed myself. Last, we talked a little bit about Bishop Criminal Head, girl. We got into talked a lot about spirituality and just life. Got a little bit into my life and everything. So it was really, really, really dope. Make sure that you definitely check it out. It was lovely. Okay. And Killer is also trying to reach her 1K subscribers so she can shut these haters up, girl. So please make sure that when you guys go over there, not only do you give it a click and give it a view, but make sure that you also subscribe to the Killer Gang. Okay. Now, Killer had got my opinion about something that I did not know that had transpired today, because you guys know that we had just came back, or we was just on yesterday or day before, whenever it was, talking about Tory Lanez. You guys know that Megan Thee Stallion did an interview with Elle Magazine, and she was speaking about her process of dealing with the controversy behind the shooting, the aftermath of the verdict, and just taking time to self-heal and everything. Very proud of Megan Thee Stallion. And you know what? For me, I believe that Tory Lanez pulled that trigger. Therefore, I would love at some point in time, I know all things happen in time, I would love for Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey to reconcile their relationship. It's really sad when, you have a shared experience with somebody and things don't work out, and kind of a lot of things get lost in translation because the situation is too traumatizing. There's a lot of moving parts, etc. But, it does seem like there's a conversation that need to be had. And even if they're not going to be friends, I think they owe it to each other to have an honest conversation and just tie a nice bow up on what they both experience, and I think that conversation would do Kelsey some good, and I think it's a conversation that Megan Thee Stallion may not even know that she needs either. She may not know she needed, because when you're famous and you're making a lot of money and you're super busy and you're on the run, you know, it's easy not to be as connected, and it's easy to go without certain things because you have so many distractions and bigger fish to fry. But I really think that, you know, they were friends for a very long time, and for me, I wouldn't want to see the situation cap how it capped, especially not with Kelsey attempting to whoop Tory Lanez ass, and trying to defend her friend, and her acquiring, you know, various injuries and ball spots as a result of her trying to do what the driver wasn't sure trying to do. The driver was leaving it to Tory and Megan. You know, like, how fucking trifling and weird. This man just shot Megan Thee Stallion, and instead of you and Kelsey teaming up and, you know, trying to get this man away from this woman, you know, you worried about pulling Kelsey away from the situation. Kelsey was doing what the fuck a normal person should fucking do in a high, intense, violent, volatile ass situation like that. But I just hope that they can have a conversation, at least for the sake of closure. Because I think, you know, it just makes sense. Now, you guys know that while Megan is reclaiming her time, she's back in the studio experimenting with new sounds and working out and journaling and just, you know, enjoying the fruit of her labor. Tory Lanez is locked up. They won't let him out, and he is screaming for a new trial because he feels that this verdict is on some fuck shit. Okay, he feels that there were certain evidences that were prohibited from the exhibit table that could have exonerated him. He did not clarify what that evidence or evidences were, but he claimed that, okay, Miss Blonde trying to get all up in my dick sucker, girl. She just attracted to the throat, child. Trying to just, girl, move away, girl. Okay, just rest your femininity, Blonde. Resting your femininity, Blonde. Okay, she resting, child. So, girl, they talking shit, okay? Tory Lanez talking shit, unjust trial, etc. Girl, just going ballistic, girl, okay? So, he got a situation going on May 8th, girl. We'll see what the hell happens. A lot of people are saying because of how strict California is, especially when it comes to gun laws and crimes related to gun violence, that California don't play. A lot of Californians are saying that more than likely he will not get a retrial, etc. But he is due back in court for sentencing. And the question has been, is he going to do the full 24, 25, 26 years? That's about the time he's facing. Or will they cut that in half? It's hard to tell, especially when you got a black man with a bald spot who's a repeat offender and was already on a type of probation when all this happened, and then stayed in trouble after this and got in trouble in outside situations, also broke PTOs and restraining orders and all types of shit. You know, this is a white man's judicial system. So it's really hard to tell if they're going to really slam it to him. But either way you cut it, Tory Lanez is going to be deported if he doesn't get a retrial. So whether he does 8 years and then deportation, 10 years and then deportation, 15 years and then deportation, I said in my last live that I would be content even if they reduce the sentencing, as long as it included deportation, because I know that would be a form of prison all by itself for Tory Lanez. Okay, so I feel like, you know, it still equals out to the same torture, even if they're going to slice it in half and send his ass back to Canada, where there ain't nothing happening but concretes and plastic walls. But amidst all of his rambling and rhetoric, Tory Lanez has made another statement, and that has gone viral in public, and he is actually slamming the prosecutors who did their job in getting his ass sentenced for tampering with his DNA as it relates to the infamous gun in question that dislodged bullets at Megan Thee Stallion's feet, leaving her with shallow injuries from bullet fragments that were lodged all in the sides and bottoms and back of her goddamn feet and things. So we're going to listen to this audio courtesy of Neighborhood Talk, where you can listen to Tory Lanez for yourself. And I'm going to give my little 1-2 on it, and then I'll drop the link in case any of you want to come up. And then we will biggity bounce out this bitch. Okay, and hold on. Before I do that, let me shout out my contributors. Shout out to Star for the Cash App donation. Shout out to Simone, as well as Nini and Erica. Thank you guys so much. You guys know all donation information is in the link below. PayPal, Cash App, Patreon, all of that good shit is in the description box below. Thank you guys so much, and God bless you all. Okay, let's listen to this old nasty piece of audio courtesy of Neighborhood Tickety Talk. How doing? Okay, now Neighborhood Talk captioned this audio as thoughts. Tory Lanez speaks from jail, accuses prosecutors of tampering. I don't know why my webcam want to act stupid, and she been acting good or not. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my webcam back situated. Oh my God, how doing? How doing, girl? How doing? Let me see. Nope, that ain't it. There he is. All right. So listen to Miss Lane Shy. Fair use.
DNA test. I took that test with no pushback, delay, or
2 murdered men.
Okay.
I've been incarcerated for almost half a year over a gun that the DA's lied and said I shot. In 2021, they demanded I take a DNA test. I took that test.
Okay, what the hell? Hold on.
No pushback, delay, or question. Not only because I knew I never shot the gun, but mainly because I was 100% positive I never even touched this gun. In my trial, the verdict of guilty or innocent depended heavily on my DNA results. With the help of LA Crime Lab's DNA expert Randy Zepeda, DA Kathy Tarr, and Alex Bott completely manipulated my DNA results and lied to the world, the media, and most importantly, my jury, by stating my DNA on the gun was inconclusive. That was an absolute lie. They went on further to say, inconclusive means that he cannot be excluded from the gun. Our new attorney, Jose Baez, hired one of the best DNA experts in the nation to carefully analyze the same DNA test the fair and correct way. The results came back exactly as I knew this whole time. My DNA is 100% excluded and 100% eliminated from the gun. In other words, it's physically and scientifically impossible for me to ever have touched or shot this gun. After the correct and careful analyzation of my DNA testing, not only did our expert find my DNA 100% excluded and non-existent on the gun, but what's worse was the invalid and illegal tactics the prosecution chose to attain the results used to convict me. Based on the fundamentals of my DNA test, the only possible way for the LA Crime Lab to come up with an inconclusive result would literally be to stop the testing before it finished or completed its final result, which would have and should have shown completely my full exclusion on the weapon. In other words, District Attorneys Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott lied to my jury with false, incorrect, and incomplete DNA results, violating my due process and my 14th Amendment rights. My faith, my prayers, and my highest hopes go to the Honorable Judge Hereford that on May 8th, he rules in favor of the United States Supreme Court law, returning me to my freedom, my family, and most importantly, the justice of a fair trial. I've been incarcerated for almost
Girl, what Juana says in the comment section, girl, Tory Lanez using them TI words, shy, a nigga sounding real crispy, okay? With niggas life on the line, baby, they straighten up that goddamn Ebonics, baby, okay? They know how to pull out the motherfucking encyclopedia and atlas and things, child. Okay, them ninjas get real crispy, girl. Okay, they turn into Johnny Cochran and shit. Okay, when it's time, like somebody else said, his own DNA expert wasn't even fucking certified. For one, I think it's wild that Tory Lanez is focusing so much on this DNA situation. Look, you inconclusive or not there doesn't dissolve the fact that you still had a high volume of GSR found on your persons. The DA was clear about the fact that his fingerprints were absolutely not on the cachet of the weapon, but that there were 3 other DNAs that were on this weapon, okay? And they couldn't conclusively conclude who the DNA belonged to, period. Not just Tory Lanez. It was inconclusive as it relates to Megan's DNA on the weapon. It was inconclusive as it relates to Kelsey's DNA on the weapon. It was inconclusive as it relates to the driver's DNA being on the goddamn gun. Inconclusive is simply inconclusive. Like, how are they going to determine, even with your DNA, that it was on a gun that multiple other DNAs were found on? But sit the DNA aside. How do you explain the GSR that was found on you? I find it interesting that he's not refuting that. He ain't got nothing to say about the fact that GSR was on him and allegedly also on Kelsey as well. He ain't got nothing to say. He don't have no excuse. He don't got no pushback. He don't got nothing to say. He talking about it's scientifically impossible. It can't be scientifically possible if there's no way to extrapolate any specific DNA off a gun that's muddied with 3 other people's DNA. There's just no way to do that. There's no way to do that. Okay? Then he's talking about this. He's making this the central point of his conviction. It's actually not. What actually really sold the conviction over is not whether there was DNA on the gun or not on the gun. It was the fact that the person who was shot themselves identified you. The person who pussy popped on the stand identified you as the shooter. Sean Kelly identified you as the shooter. And allegedly, you confessed to the shooting to Justin, the ex-bodyguard. So Tory Lanez is like grasping at straws at this point. And you would think that a man this desperate, who's just trying to cling to, and I can't even be mad at him for clinging to anything he can cling to, okay, to punch holes or to sideline or derail the motherfucking verdict. At the end of the day, you're still not saying who did do it. And wouldn't that be the biggest way to get your ass out of a 25-year sentence, including deportation? Wouldn't just saying who the hell did it offer more odd, like offer probably be more of a rock to use in terms of getting a retrial? There's no way that Tory Lanez is going to be able to pussy pop out of this using the circumstances around himself only. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen because outside of DNA, you have corroborating witness testimony from 3 people who were there, and 1 person wasn't even involved in the situation. They were hanging out from their balcony while you bald-headed niggas was tumbling like chess pieces on his goddamn curb. Okay, he also is forgetting there's a big-ass piece of audio here. Okay, that really sold. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, boo. There's a big ass piece of audio here, girl. Do you not forget? Do you not forget? Do you not forget you caught Kelsey Miss Mamas? Okay, that if I was a part of the jury, that alone, that audio alone, like I said the other day, coupled with the audio of the shooting, pow, 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 pause, pow, pow, filled in all the holes to Sean Kelly's observations about 3 flashes of light absolutely coming from the short guy sitting in the front passenger and then opening the door, getting out of the car and shooting some more. That's where the pause came from. Him stepping his little ass out of the vehicle and then continuing to empty the clip. Yeah, he got a lot of amnesia. And let me tell you how I also know that he's full of fucking shit. because he's trying to slam prosecutors and DA for this, that, the third, and the retrial, and they kept evidence. Blah, 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 blah. Tory Lanez is a lying ass motherfucker. And I don't really want to go over this for the trillionth time, but the nigga lied about beating August Alsina ass. Literally made an Instagram post saying he wasn't even there that night, that August got bloodied up, that he was in the studio, and that August Alsina was crazy. And then video evidence dropped. Then on top of that, when all this first happened, and he got that infamous call from somebody at Rock Nation telling him to shut his goddamn dick sucker, he got online on IG Live and denied that there was even a shooting. He literally tried to act like this woman stepped on glass. He tried to carry that narrative. He tried to gaslight that narrative and double down on that narrative because Megan was already coming under fire and being questioned as it relates to the credibility of her claim, because she had initially lied in order for their asses to avoid being George Floyded. Okay, and he was like, "Yeah, was it bullets? I thought it was glass." And the whole time he knew this woman had been shot. The whole time he knew that a gun had went off, because the GSR on his person's proved, bitch, that you know that a gun went off. Bullet fragments were in this woman's feet. This vehicle they were in didn't have any missing fucking windows. The passenger, the back passenger, the driver's side, everything was intact. The back window was intact. Where the fuck would glass have came from? Where would glass have came from? But he tried to deny that there was even a shooting, even though there are also text messages from Kelsey right before they get pulled over of her correspondences with Justin, the security guard, saying, "Help. Tory just shot Meg." But yet he got his ass online before the truth and all the facts came out and tried to make the lie a reality, because he wasn't expecting the facts to ever hit the fan. And then they did. So now he wants us to believe that he's innocent, despite all the evidence piled up against his ass, his own track record, the fact that he broke the law multiple times, even after shooting Megan. He was already on a form of probation, but you're being slammed and your DNA was tampered. At the end of the day, this wasn't a unfair trial, because you also had the opportunity to take the stand and speak for yourself, just like Kelsey did, just like Megan did, just like Sean Kelly did, just like EJ did. And guess what Tory Lanez did? He relied on his lawyers and Kelsey pussy popping to speak for him. He chose not to take the stand, only to get his ass in prison and do all the talking. Bitch, you might as well should have took the stand. And who would not have, with this much on the line? Like, you're facing almost 30 years and absolute deportation. I would have took the stand alone just for the deportation part. Would have took the stand. But I guess he thought patriarchy and misogyny was going to prevail in this case. And he had already been sold out. Kelsey's deposition was fundamental in getting this verdict. His jailhouse call was fundamental. Sean Kelly's observations. Shit, Sean Kelly was supposed to come in. He was a part of Tory Lanez camp. He pulled a fucking reverse Uno on the stand. Exactly. So Tory Lanez would have us believe that everybody lied on him in this situation. Kelsey lied, Megan lied, Sean Kelly lied, the GSR is a lie. And that the same person who lied to us about not beating the hell out of August Alsina, and the same person who lied to us about there even being a shooting 2 years prior to trial, all of a sudden should be the most credible person in the room who's been done wrong. And see, this is why you gotta not operate on your bald-headed hoe shit. Because when you are here being a menace and a terrorist, and the one time that you finally are a actual victim, the one time you actually might be fucking innocent of some shit, you don't even have the luxury of a trustworthy, willing audience, because you've destroyed your own credibility by being full of shit and being the villain all the way up to this point. Now he's the little boy that cried wolf. You want to run around intimidating people, starting conflict with folk, fighting folk, being put on motherfucking or what they call that shit, probation, child. You want to continue to act like an arrogant, narcissistic prick, like you knew you already had this big ass controversy behind you with this whole shooting incident. Why would you go and assault somebody else in public? Why would you go and injure up somebody else in public? Why would you do that? What sense does that make? You know what? It's because it's who Tory Lanez is, his track record. This is who you are. And you finally got what you had coming. Now you're desperate, bald-headed, throwing that ass in a circle, and everybody is to blame but Miss Tory Lanez. And we see who he get it from, his father, who had a ratchet-ass Nigerian outburst in the courtroom that led to his ass getting in front of the press outside the courthouse, blaming Rock Nation, blaming the media, blaming a corrupted prosecution. And you never even heard from this man's father prior to this Megan Thee Stallion situation. Where was Tory Lanez's father's voice in the conversation when he was out here menacing Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami, when he was out here menacing Travis Scott, when he was out here menacing August Alsina and the 6 other individuals that he was menacing? Where was that outrage? Where was that accountability? So we can see now that Tory Lanez was not raised in a accountable household by a daddy who wasn't even there most of his damn life. Okay? Who still can't see the forest but for the trees. Okay? But we know that money is the motivation here. The daddy is trying to protect the bag and be down with his son no matter what, because that money sitting in Tory Lanez's account got to go to somebody. And daddy gonna make sure out here sounding off on Tory Lanez ensures that he'll be the inheritant, that he'll be the heir to what's left in the checking and the savings, baby. He can't get out here and hold his son accountable, baby. And Tory Lanez let all that money go to his son and his baby mama girl. The daddy got to get out here and act like he been down for the crown the whole time, child, so that he can get a little piece of the pie that's sitting in the checkers and the savings and things. Yep, and the daddy is mighty quiet. Where is him and Miss Afro at? Where is him and Miss Wakanda at, baby? Where Miss Wakanda at? And she was out there holding patriarchy down, being a flying monkey with an afro. Where him and Miss Half Wig at, baby? Everybody mighty quiet while his son's still out here screaming from Cell Block 8, because Big Dick Derrick ass is after him. Where the daddy at? The daddy should be doing all Tory Lanez's dirty work. He should be out here representing his son and continuing the good fight. It's over. Tory, it's over, girl. Them white folk done seen you act like a free nigga for the past 7 years. They done kept you out of jail, put you on 2 different types of probation. You already had gun charges and unregistered gun charges and all this shit already on your record. You was already being penalized. The courts were already taking mercy out on you. There was already. He was already hanging on by the hair on his chinny chin motherfucking chin. And then you go and spit in the face of masses mercy, baby. Oh yeah, them white folk gonna put that gavel, they're gonna put every inch of that gavel up in your motherfucking ass. Oh yes, they are. Mm-hmm. They even put you on a restraining order with the girl, and then you and the baby bounced y'all dumbasses around, and you let him bring you out on the Rolling Loud stage, knowing that this girl was also like she just literally stepped off the stage. Well, like the sheer arrogance of not respecting the law. Now he want to talk about, oh, I'm doing this for all minority and bald-headed mixed race ninjas in the United States. I'm doing this for my son. Sitting your ass home during the Rolling Loud festival that you was not booked for would have been a great opportunity for you to consider your son. Running down on August Alsina after he refused to shake your tired, cum-filled ass hand was an opportunity for you to consider your son. You had a lot, instead of doing dish records, antagonizing Megan Thee Stallion with damn stallion legs and shit in the cooler of the music video. You could have been doing a Dear Son track and tributing your son. Now all of a sudden, this all happening to you because you black. No, ma'am. Because let me tell you something. When I got knee deep off into this situation last year and started covering the case, and I found out how much shit Tory Lanez ass had going on, how much this man had abused the law, disrespected the law, I thought the nigga clearly belonged to the Illuminati, because I don't ever recall the courts allowing a black man to get away with as much fuck shit as Tory Lanez had gotten away with outside of the Megan Thee Stallion situation. What's going on, Yusuf? Hey, boo. Like, no, ma'am. You not locked up because you black, bitch. If that was the case, girl, they would have scrapped and raptured your ass off the streets from the very beginning. They allowed you to beat up multiple of the black people over a course of 6 years. They allowed you to break PTOs, baby. They allowed your ass to drive around with unregistered weapons and shit, baby. They allowed it all to happen. Thank you, Yusuf. They allowed it all to happen. Now all of a sudden you black. Now all of a sudden you a minority person. Now all of a sudden you got to do this for your children, for your son. Oh my God. Like, y'all are getting so many examples of full-blown narcissism in the world. These ninjas literally think they can act a fucking plum fool in front of everyone, but still control the narrative. It's a complete insult to our intelligence. But this is where we at in the world. When the scriptures talk about a generation of lawlessness, where the things of the devil will be praised and the things of God will be demonized, you guys are seeing the end time stage being coordinated and set the fuck up. You're seeing that. You're seeing a worship of violence, aka Zeus, world stop fuckery. You're seeing the indulgence. You're seeing the itchy ears. You're seeing the spirit of lawlessness set its precedent in the world. These crazy motherfuckers really believe that they can act a fucking fool. It don't matter whether it got caught on video, on audio, whether it got transcribed, or the Lord brought it down from heaven on a tablet for your black ass to see for your damn self in stone. These motherfuckers will deny what you all saw for yourself. And spin the narrative with the expectation that you will believe all of it. My. And that's why Tory Lanez deserves to be locked away and removed from society, because someone that deeply delusional and capable of that level of menacing and perpetual violence, and is delusional enough to believe their own lies, is a motherfucker who nobody is safe with, including his son. The best thing that could happen to his son did happen to his son, which is the fucking removal of his delusional, mentally ill, unhinged ass pappy, who takes no accountability, full-blown narcissistic as hell, and believes their own delusional realities. The shit is weird as fuck. His dad showed that, I had just said that earlier on in the commentary. Yusuf, we got to see who the fuck he got it from. Pappy. Pappy didn't pass down his time to Tory, but he damn sure passed down all of his toxic ass traits. And the fact that he could get his drewed up ass in front of the media and also play the same sunken place games in front of everybody as if we ain't saw what's good, as if we all ain't been keeping up transcript by transcript, line by line, precept by precept of what the fuck going on here. The fact that we can't obviously also see, bitch, that this is a whole money grab for you. Because it's just ironic that you didn't have nothing to say about your son's perpetual violence against all these black men and women. But the minute that he's actually penalized and held accountable, his feet is held to the fire, you come out here bald-headed and all, shiny head and all, windmilling. Wow. Father of the fucking year. Father of the fucking year. To protect your menacing, delusional ass daddy. I mean, son. I guess he didn't think Tory Lanez needed a father when Tory Lanez beat the hell out of August Alsina. I guess he didn't think that Tory Lanez needed a daddy when he beat the hell out of Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami. I guess, or Hollywood, whichever one Prince from. I guess he didn't think that required any guidance. I guess he didn't think that required any open letter to his son. And you know why I didn't? Because the only thing that Tory Lanez's daddy give a fuck about is the coin. And long as Tory ass was free and a free man, he didn't give a fuck, nor did he preoccupy himself with whatever Tory was doing. Because Tory was still a tangible bag. And I told y'all at the time that what y'all saw when Tory Lanez's pappy was screaming loud from the damn mountaintops and having to be escorted and shit head first out of the courtroom, y'all wasn't looking at a desperate, passionate father who is hurt and really sincerely believes that his son was charged wrongly and etc. And this was going to be a black man being removed for his son. That nigga was mad because the bag was done. The bag was done. What Tory Lanez's dad never told nobody was that he was back in Africa selling pipe dreams to African little boys, making them believe that they would be able to be signed to Tory Lanez's non-existent record label, that Tory Lanez would be mentoring them in music, all things that never happened. So now his son is locked up and the daddy don't have a storyline anymore. He doesn't have a pitch to sell to nobody. Now everybody that he was selling that fake ass story to knows that there's no reality to Tory Lanez being a part of their success or journey in the music world. That bitch was mad because the gig was finally fucking up. They had blasted his ass all over on Twitter. Go back to my earlier coverage of this case. We showed and got into all of it. Sure did. Sure did. Mode or Culture says Tory's the kind of person that don't know when the jig is up. It's over. It's a done, a wrap. The end. Wana says exactly. Money Yusuf says Tory's dad abandoned him for a part of his life and allegedly only came back because he's rich. That's exactly what happened. He's an opportunistic ass ninja. You know, when there was finally gold in the pot, he was there. Loyal as a bat. And for some reason, Tory Lanez, he aligned with it. Poor thing. Okay? But nonetheless, a fucking yes man. And it's just mighty funny now that Tory Lanez is crying aloud from the blood in the land of a jail cell, while his daddy and Miss Wakanda is absolutely silent out here in this world. Silent. Very telling. So, Tory Lanez, girl, shut up. Just lock your ass when Big Dick Derek comes into the cell, girl. Just lock your ass, honey. Okay, just you know, when you are allowed to get those tablets, you know, look up anal resistance. Look up ways you can maybe plug your ass. Look up strategies on how to flee from a predator. Okay, maybe you need to just, you know, avoid showers and be funky in the ass and shit, okay, to keep these ninjas up off your girl, okay? It's just time for you to be mastering the art of surviving, of you and your anal virginity having the highest rate of survival. On our cell block, right? Okay? Mama say lock your ass. Mama say lock your ass, right? Okay? Because I don't see no way Miss Tory gonna get up out of this. I just don't. I think the trial was very fair. Even with Kelsey popping her puss, okay, she fucked around and blew the whole thing because by her claiming that the DA had pressured her, you know, during her deposition. That's what led to them being able to implement the deposition for all the hell, girl. Okay, the only thing Tory Lanez can do now is just say who did it. If you didn't, bitch, who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Girl, nobody cared if your DNA was not on the gun. The GSR was on your ass. Okay? You got 3 people who put this gun in your fucking hand. And you never spoke for yourself. You had a lot to say all over Instagram and in dish records, but when it was trial time, you didn't take up your opportunity to defend your existence, my nigga. You didn't do that. And then that's after the girl Kelsey, who tried to be loyal to your ass, was being thrown under the bus by you and your team. They were trying to pin the shit on Kelsey ass. My God, today. No wonder she just said fuck it all and fucked up both sides, honey. Okay, she made herself practically unuseful, but her actions indirectly led to another big piece of motherfucking evidence, because when we heard that sworn deposition, baby, Kelsey ass did not miss a goddamn beat. He didn't miss a goddamn beat. Baby, she didn't stutter. She ain't skip. She ain't need a water break, bitch. She ain't need to go change her maxi pad. Baby, the way she just flowed, because the truth always flows. The truth just comes up at you like that. That was the real story. What Chelsea told prosecutors back in August. Not August, October. That was the real shit. Let me stop moving in this damn chair. She's squeaking like a motherfucker. So, that's that girl. Tory gonna be doing the most unto the 8th girl. Okay, she gonna be, you know, saying that, you know, they tampered with, you know, DNA. You know, next thing he gonna say, they tampered with his hairline, girl. They gonna be saying that, you know, they tampered with his follicles, child. Girl, you know, they tampered with the wheels on the goddamn paddy wagon. You know, they tampering with the goddamn phone, bitch. They tampering with the goddamn water faucet, bitch. They tampering with the goddamn deodorant, girl. Okay, it's just gonna be tampering everywhere, girl. This team tampering, girl. Team believe nothing you see and nothing you hear, girl. Okay, that's how that's gonna work out, girl. Okay. So y'all keep Tory And y'all prayers if y'all want to, girl. I just wanted to come through and just get into a little bit about that. I am hungry. I ain't ate all day. I need to go figure out, girl, what I want to eat, girl. Okay, girl. But what can y'all eat this time of night that don't make you dream about oversized triangles chasing your ass down Hollywood Boulevard? Because when you eat this time of night, bitch, okay, you be having all type of absurd, illogical ass nightmarish dreams, girl. Okay, I don't need no angry circles and shit chasing me around my city in my damn dream, girl. Okay, y'all said salad. Salad, really? Okay, salad is easy. Okay, oh, I can make tacos. I got a taco kit around it, and I got some unthawed ass ground beef, fresh veggies. Oh, I ain't even healthy like that. I ain't even got nothing healthy in my refrigerator like that. I'm gonna have to give me some fresh veggies and fruits tomorrow just for times like this. Lemon pepper. Ooh, but where am I getting lemon pepper wings from at 240? It's 240, 255 where I am. I think I'm gonna do tacos. I think I'm gonna do light taco. That sounds good. That's kind of a salad in and of itself. I think I'm just gonna do some. Yeah, I'm gonna do some salad. Thank y'all for that, because the bitch is hungry, honey. I need a quick fix, okay? Because it was gonna be a bowl of goddamn Raisin Bran for me, and then night, okay? I try to snack on grapes. I love grapes. I'm all out of fruit. I'm gonna have to go grocery shopping tomorrow. PB&J sandwich, salad cheese sandwich. Okay, we're doing tacos. Tacos gonna be the form of salad we ingest tonight. Then I'm gonna go to the grocery store tomorrow and get some nickety knacks for, times of the hour like this. But I love you guys. The driver showed up the final day, and they could not bring his ass into the courthouse because the prosecutors and Tory's side had not vetted him. Justin also showed up the last day as well. So it was just ironic that people who could have helped Megan's side showed up on the last day. People who could have helped Tory's side showed up on the last day. Was that coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot going on. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got a hot topics coming for you guys today, and then obviously we got Bad Boys review happening in Patreon, and we got Jaguar Wright update happening in Patreon as well before the week is out. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Stay tuned. Shout out to all of the contributors. I love you guys. Please spread the word about the platform, and check out my interview with Kella. It was really fun, really amazing. Give her a click in the view. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Bye.